Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another speed build. This one is a little bit different than my others because it is a pink cottage, and usually I stay away from bright colors and I do neutrals and boring colors for my houses, but I wanted to try something different, so I went with a pink house, and it was pretty fun to try something new. I used a lot of white and pink accents, and something else I really liked about this house was that it had a large front porch. I think that it just added something a little different to the house that I normally don't add to my houses, but it was kind of a cool little addition to the house. And so here you can see I'm just kind of changing some of the accents. I really wanted that more like vintage cottage feel, so I ended up changing the front porch a little bit to reflect that style. So I do go in and add benches and chairs because it does have a large porch, so I felt like those things were really necessary. And then I'm going to add a little window up top here. I do end up changing that to a pink window. I didn't like the white because you could barely see that pink siding, so I went back and changed that just to kind of give a little bit more pink up top there. And then I'll end up adding 2 bedrooms to this house. So it's a decent sized starter. It doesn't have 3 bedrooms, but the master bedroom, I guess you could call it, is a pretty decent size. And then I do get some larger windows in here to give it more light. And then just using the white wood floor, I do use a lot of white in this house. Use kind of a white shiplap for the walls, and then for the floors as well. And then I do end up adding that more expensive couch, which kind of hurts me later because I had to go back and delete a lot of kind of smaller items, but I really wanted that pink couch in there. I just thought it fit really well. Same thing with these white cabinets. They are a little bit more expensive than what I would usually use in a starter, but I did want the white tile counters with the white cabinets, so I decided to kind of splurge, but then I have to go back and delete chairs because it ended up being over $20,000. Same with those little plants and like a teapot. I had to go back and I believe delete those later because it ended up being too expensive for a starter, but of course as your sim gets more money they can add those little details in. And then just adding a kind of a side table. I thought that wall was a little too blank over there, especially with all that white shiplap, I guess you could call it. And then I do a little nursery in that smaller room. That is a pretty small bedroom, but it would be great for like a little study or office or just a small kids room if your sim is just starting out. I think I tried to go with that bed, but it ended up being way too expensive, so I have to go back and delete that. It seems like a lot of the more vintagey looking furniture is more expensive, obviously, so I realized that and had to go back and change some of it. But I tried to really stick with pink and white accents. I think I left that pink fridge in there. And then the white subway tile in the kitchen as well. So I'm just going to go back to the back here and add kind of a roof, and I end up going with a sort of a light gray fireplace on the side there, or a chimney on the side there, because I thought it would balance out the porch really nicely. I don't think I could add a lot of landscaping because I ended up just not having the money for it, so you can see me going in here and deleting stuff because it was just becoming too expensive. So kind of had to get rid of a couple things to make it affordable if your sim was just starting out. But of course go ahead and add stuff in there later if you want to kind of spruce it up, because it does end up being pretty plain and boring. But you can kind of see the layout here, and I hope you enjoyed these speed builds. So if you have any questions or comments, of course leave them down below, and thank you so much for watching.